So yeah, this game was released in... Oh boy. Dude, Mega Man 9 is one of your favorites? That's fantastic. You're gonna really enjoy this run. So those elephants that I'm mashing down is they take about 14 shots. I know if you're good enough at mashing, you can take them down without taking any damage. But Concrete Man's a pretty straightforward stage. Just climb some ladders, and those ones with the squares, those blocks with the squares protruding out, those are fake blocks and you'll fall right through them. I will not tell you about myself at Aizen. Right, so the old route used to do Splash Woman first because she takes 2 damage, but now we realize that Concrete Man's weapon is very useful. So we do Concrete first. And he's not too bad of a fight. You just have to stand kind of close to him. Because as you saw at the start of the fight, he shot 3 concretes, and you don't really want him to do that. That was a really bad fight still, but you just have to time up his iframes with your buster shots, and he's not too bad, and then just react to what he's doing. So now we get Concrete Shot, which is probably one of the best weapons in the game. It's a very versatile weapon, which could be used as an actual attacking weapon. As you see, it gets turned into a block you can also stand on, which we'll be using in a bit in Magma Man stage. A real man lays concrete, that is true. They make like 30 bucks an hour just to lay concrete. At Mr. Cab 55, thank you for the raid of 8,000. So what I tried to do there is, as the concrete block fell on me, if you jump at a specific point, you'll zip kind of past it. Just gain a little bit of extra speed. Those big fire lasers, you can freeze them, and I know you can skip them pretty easily. Please do not follow Tipa Salt. Whoops. Actually, maybe. So that was the dragon, he takes 5. I shot 6 by accident, but that's not really too bad. Those fire towers are complete RNG, they can just hate you for no reason. Now you can see the concrete freezing the fire lasers in action. Boy, okay, that was still good. That was pretty late. There is a zip on that second last laser that if you get like a couple frames inside of its hitbox and shoot, then you'll go through. So Mega Man's kind of the same as Concrete, where you just want to time your buster shots to his iframes. And if you're good, you can get 3 hits off of them. That wasn't too bad of a fight. I feel like I made some mistakes, but getting 3 hits off like that isn't too difficult. Two, 9, 4, 3. 4 isn't that good. 3 is probably at the top. 2 is probably at the bottom. So now we have a little bit of route divergence where some people will go to Hornet Man third, and then some people will go to Galaxy Man, because we have the weaknesses for both of them, and there's no really big advantage to going to either first, as long as you go to both at some after Magma. So Galaxy Man stage is pretty straightforward for the first bit. But then we're gonna see the teleporters, which are just set up in a way. How am I a fool? My opinion is correct. And then there's these little helicopter things which will just drag you across, but you have to time your jumps to whoops. I don't know why I shot him, I could have just went through him. I forget what I was going to explain about the, oh yeah, the grabber things. Well, you just have to time your jumps. But this is a very vertical stage, so you'll see a lot of rush usage. And you might see me, as soon as I get to the top of the ladder, I'll jump almost instantly. It's just so I don't have to deal with any turn frames or anything, so I'll just get right into my, whoops. I'll just get full momentum and running speed. There's a grabber at the other side of the thing, which you can use to go a little bit faster, but I've never learned how to properly use it. Whoops. Well, this... Whoops. Did I fully explain Galaxy 4th versus Hornet 4th? There's no really... Oh my goodness. Oh. I die once and everything goes terribly. Well, we get to see it again. Look at Rush go. The helicopter thing at the end of the stage is the only, like, kind of advantage to going Hornet third, is because the weapon is a homing weapon. So if you don't do it correctly, you can quickly switch to Hornet and then kill it. Okay, let's try this again. That's a pretty tight back boost where you have to kind of just turn and back boost onto the concrete on one of the last frames. Oh man. Sometimes you can hit them 5 times. Okay, so I guess I can explain Galaxy Man because I was kind of concentrating. So as you saw at the end, he kind of did a swoop. You kind of want him to start the fight by doing that, so you can hit him 4 times and he'll go to the other side of the room. Then you can just kill him really easily. Hornet Man weapon save time of collecting. Not really, because you don't really need to collect power-ups that way. It is kind of annoying when you kill enemies with it, because if you kill an enemy with the Hornet and it drops an item, it'll automatically grab the item for you. So it's more of a nuisance if it does that. But in the run, it's not really that useful. Alright, so Hornet Man stage. There's a lot of spikes in this stage. So I just gotta... I don't know what I did there, I just forgot what was gonna happen. There's those ball shooters, you have to shoot them first and then they'll shoot them against you. And there's just the flower. I got bad luck. Oh wait. Okay, well we get to see the entire fight. This is really bad. Okay. I don't know why I just didn't jump properly. So that, as you saw, the flower can spawn at like any time there. Or anywhere almost. So I actually got, like, that was still like a decent spawn, I just messed it up. I don't know what to call those things that you shoot and then they kind of sprawl out. I don't have any concrete, so I can't do that. So if I had any concrete left, I could have shot the flower against the wall and then just jumped onto the platform it made. Yeah, concrete shot's just a lot faster and more accurate because you can just stand right in front of him and kill him that way. Because I think with Magma Bazooka you have to charge it up because I don't think it's strong enough to kill it in one cycle, even if you are right in front of it. I've never really tried it though. So that's the Hornet Chaser, which is the weapon we were alluding to. And we'll use it quite a bit in a Jewel Man stage. So Jewel Man's I'd say it's a kind of tough level when you're first running this game. I know you can buster this first section if you're really good, but concrete's just a lot safer and easier, so I'll just do that. Whoops. But there you can see the Hornet is very keen on grabbing things. And then those platforms are the gimmick of the stage. So that cheese ball can spawn on any of those 8 or 9 whoops. Just do that. I can't jump right now. That cheese ball could spawn anywhere, and then since we had Hornet, we just used Hornet, and then as soon as the Hornet hit it, it just came right down. Yeah, like Power Stone. Yeah, the Jewel Man stage, as you saw, was pretty crazy on its spikes and those swinging platforms. So with Jewel Man, he jumps whenever you jump. So you just want to place down the black hole bomb, and then he'll just run into it. And as soon as he lands, his iframes will be run out. Play the game. So now that we did 5 stages, we now have Rush Jet, which enables us to do Plugman very fast. You pretty much need Rush Jet, and not need, but for the speed run, it's very helpful to have Rush Jet for the 3 last stages. So the boss route kind of just works out that way. So Plugman is on... Whoops. I'm gonna hit again. No, I'm not. So Plugman stage is on a complete global cycle, so these Yoku blocks are on. As soon as the stage starts, these Yoku blocks are moving. But luckily you can just wait it out, get a better cycle. those two platforms being there kind of scare me. But I think it might be alright still if I'm quick enough. Okay, no, still good. Whoops. I'm just gonna grab that E-Tank. Because in this game, there's two places where you might need an E-Tank. Is Wily 2 and the final Wily boss. You can see how useful Rush is. If you didn't have Rush, you would have to do that entire Yoku block section. Okay, so I'm just gonna... My health is kind of low, so I'm just gonna mash down this Stomper. I almost missed it. So you can't afford to waste any Jewel Satellite in this stage because Plugman, you have enough Jewel Satellite to exactly kill Plugman. So you're gonna shoot one too early while his iframes are still going. You'll have to buster him down. And bustering Plugman is not really that fun. Now we get Plug Ball, which is probably my least favorite weapon. One of my least favorite weapons in the entire series. For the pure fact that you can see that it only rides against the ground. It'll go up walls and ride against the ground. But if you're in the air and you shoot it, it goes straight down. And we'll see later in the game why that's a big issue. So Tornado Man's stage is, as you'd expect, it's in the sky. So we're going to get a lot of Rush Jet and Rush Coil usage out. Oops. I think it's like half a second faster to do this section even without Rush Jet, but it's really dangerous unless you're like really good at this game. So I time those shots up so I can kill that balloon and it goes off screen right away, because if you kill him, if you kill that balloon on screen, it'll start floating down. Ow, I was too low on it. I kind of buffered my movement there just so the Sniper Joe can shoot left. Oh boy, now I have to wait. So there's an E-Tank up there. So it only takes like 3 seconds to grab, so if you're just starting out with running this game, you might want to grab it. There's 2 free E-Tanks in Plug-in Tornado. As you can, I guess I should explain the rain effects. So the rain on the last screen was pushing me back, and now it's kind of pushing me forward every time I jump. So the last screen I want it to kind of stay on the ground as much as possible, and then on this screen you want to jump as much as possible. Sprite flickering enabled. No, that category doesn't exist. Yeah, that was a really good fight. So with Tornado Man, you kind of want him to just stay on the ground. And then he can go up to like 3 different levels. So if he does go up, you kind of want him to just go up to the very top so you can... So the plug balls can just still hit him at the top. But he stood still for me, so... It wasn't too bad. So now we have Splash Woman, which used to be the first stage in the speedrun, now is the last stage. But after Plug, you can do either Splash or Tornado 7th or 8th. That part is interchangeable. I think you can even do plug 7th. You just need to do plug before tornado. As you can see, at the start of the stage I got inked a bit. That doesn't really do anything other than cosmetically change Mega Man, which is kind of neat, but also pretty useless. And then as soon as you switch weapons, he'll go back to normal anyway. So if you played Mega Man 5, this section might look a little bit familiar. So I'm going to try and stand on this bubble on the right, to the left a bit. I fell off. Okay. I was going to jump, and then, I will not do it again, though. Just for the sake of my sanity. What I was gonna do is kind of just, like, go around that spike, and then Rush Jet would be right there. I don't know if it actually gives him ice physics. I've never noticed that. I don't think it does then. So this section with the moving platform, I think you can kind of optimize it with Rush Jet a bit, but I'm too lazy to learn it. I know 10 there's some mets that give you an oil-like thing, which gives you ice effects. Oh boy. So that was a terrible fight. So Splash Woman, as you see, could just go up or just goes up. And then the Hornets just have a mind of their own, so they could choose to attack the fish or Splash Woman. Now we have Laser Trident, which is probably the strongest weapon in the game. But it's not that useful in a speedrun setting. Yeah, the Mets and Pump Man are annoying. Which we'll see after this game. Now we have the Wily stages, which the Wily stages casually and in speedrun are actually pretty tough in this game. I'll start with the dual satellite, just to, I think it's optimal with the Buster here, but I don't really know how to do it properly. Then that last one I want to make sure I kill, because if I didn't kill it, then it would have hit me as I tried to Rush Jet. I'm going to grab that for safety in Wily 2. There's the life I lost in a Galaxy Med. So those robots, I don't know what they're called, but they're like sleeping or something until you shoot their big walls, and then they wake up and push the walls on top of you. There's our friend the dragon again. I didn't shoot an extra one this time. And we're gonna see the magma lasers, which if you're really good, you can get to the top of the ladder and kind of just jet right off the top of the ladder and avoid it. Which I don't remember how to do. Then that second screen, I think if you're not high enough, you can jump on the actual thing that shoots the laser and then get to the ladder that way. I don't know if this is a property in the older games, but I know this game has a weird property where if you're not like completely still like to the top, to the near bottom of the ladder, the game will just assume you're close enough and still let you grab onto it. So now this is the spike pushers, which will, you kind of just have to have a rhythm mash to it, because if you mash too fast, then it'll... because you can only have 3 buster shots out on the screen at a time. And then, yeah, it's just like that. I think if you're really good, you can kind of push one of them and then use Tornado to kill them instantly. But I just prefer to Buster. There's a lot of different strategies. You can use Plug Ball as well to finish them off. But I just prefer to use Buster. I think it is faster for Plug or Tornado. Nice one. Whoops. I wanted to grab the extra jet. I don't think I really needed it, but... Too low? Yeah. Maybe I did need it. So for this jump, I kind of wanted to jump and shoot rush like right after. Then I was able to do that. I usually call that, I don't know if he invented the strat. I called it the cab jump because he taught me it. Inadvertently, I don't think he... Yeah, you understand. And I think it's optimal to use a concrete shot there to kill everything. That was probably the worst spawn you can get for that flower. I know for the jump onto the, you can jump into the flower boss room there without rush jet. With optimal tiptoeing and all that. Okay, this section, I almost died there. This section is really scary if you're on like PvP. Because sometimes you just don't tiptoe. That jump I did there was actually kind of easier than it looks. I guess those kind of like camera enemies were putting like holograms of platforms. Whoops. That was a bad idea. I don't know why I just didn't take the hit. Welcome to the menu again. Because whenever I mash, I put the controller too close to my table and I bump the left trigger. So this is the, I think it's called the Mega Mech Shark, which is, he has 3 different phases. So that was the first phase. You kind of just want to time your shots to get a 1 cycle. This one you want to jump and kind of shoot left and right. And then not hit the spikes. And this one, it is a, he'll open his mouth and shoot lasers at random times. Which... I think the first 2 phases went pretty well, but the 3rd phase... he opened early, which was good, but then he opened right away again, so it was too high up for you to actually jump and hit him. And that was close. I don't know if it's actually faster to mash those stompers down, but I do it anyway. So this is Wily 3. You just go up the gravity well. There's not really much to explain for Wily 3. You just go up a gravity well, and then there's some parts of the stage. So I'm going to damage boost off to this diamond guy, because I don't know how to do the proper jump. I've just always deboosted off of him. Whoops. Okay, well I guess I'm doing this. I didn't want to waste my trident, so I wanted to try doing the other strat, but it didn't really work. I think this gravity well thing is actually pretty neat though, how your buster shots kind of push you around. So I want to push myself to the left side of this wall, and then there's going to be one of those copter guys that'll come up and grab me and put me in perfect position to grab the tank. Okay, so this section is really tough and really scary. I don't have enough trident, which is not good. So I'll just wait it out. Also, I didn't want to jump right away, because with the tornado, if you shoot it then jump right away, I'll get a higher jump. So it could have pushed me back up right to the spike. So now this is the Twin Devil, which I'm going to try and get a quick kill, so I'm going to shoot the black hole bomb at a specific time, and hopefully once I get the hit, I can pause and despawn the thingy. Yeah, I paused it too late. Wait. Dang it. I think if I jumped a little bit higher, I could have got it, but you see what I was going for. But now I could just time it again, and they'll kill him as soon as the eye comes out. Yeah, that trick is pretty precise. I know if you're really good at the game, you can time it up earlier, and then you can hit him once and then hit him another time, and then you can start pausing. Which is actually pretty scary if you're good at the game, because then you use your M tank, which will refill your health and all your weapons. Use that as soon as you get it. I bonked my head. I just want to prolong this run, I guess. So it's the first time ever anybody's ever seen somebody die on the Wily 4 before the refights. Okay, I'll grab this health just in case. So we're gonna grab some more concrete, because we need it to kill Galaxy. Then this is just the boss rush. I think if you can do the stage a specific way, and they'll manip Galaxy Man to give you 2 swoops. And there's the 5 hits I was talking about earlier. And then you don't need to worry about whatever he does, because he can go back up instantly as well. So if you miss the 5 shot on him, he can go back up. You can only hit him like twice, I think, and then he'll go back up instantly, maybe. Whoops. Okay, well there's that. I'm showing off everything. What happens when you shoot too late? Alright, so Magma Man, we didn't get to show off his proper weakness. Which actually, with Tornado, you don't have enough to kill him. Which doesn't make any sense. But that's what the developers wanted, I guess. But luckily, the Magma, whatever the weapon's called, it has kind of like a stacking effect, where if you hit him with either 2 or all 3, it'll do 2 or 3 damage. And Jewel Man's about the same. And Splash Woman's about the same. And we get to see Concrete Man's weakness, which is the Laser Trident. Right, so there he goes. So what I noticed with the Concrete, if he dashes and you shoot a Laser Trident like far enough away from him, he'll hit him twice. Alright, so with Wily, the first phase, we just kind of shoot his eggs back at him. And then just mash it into him like that. Alright, so I guess that was good luck. Sometimes he can go up, but he didn't. I missed it. Now, this is what I was talking about for the plug ball, because Wily's in the air, and then plug ball goes against the ground, but we got really good luck, and that's time. So 37 is very bad, but it was underestimate. But we got good luck, Wily luck. So I think, well, I'm doing the next run as well, so we're about to swap over to Mega Man 10. And then I'll be back after a short intermission